If you're hoping to pick up a plastic bottle of water at one of the nation's busiest airports, you will soon be out of luck. Starting today, San Francisco International is rolling out a ban to end their sale at its shops, restaurants, and vending machines. It's part of the airport's latest effort to become the world's first zero-waste airport by 2021. John Blackstone is inside the airport. John, good morning. How exactly are they implementing this ban?
Good morning. Well, SFO says that each person who comes through here produces about half a pound of trash. Now, to try to eliminate that waste, the airport has also cut back on the use of single-use food items like napkins and straws. Now they're going after these single-use plastic bottles in favor of reusable alternatives like this.
San Francisco International Airport says this could be the ticket to a greener future.
For an airport that sells about 10,000 bottles of water per day, generates about 28 million pounds of waste per year, this is really a big thing that we can impact in terms of having waste not going into landfill.
Beginning today, the airport will begin gradually phasing out plastic water bottles. First, they'll sell off what's currently on store shelves. Once that inventory dries up, passengers will be encouraged to refill their own reusable containers at any of about 100 hydration stations, or buy water in glass or aluminum containers.
You're trying to encourage people to do the right thing, forcing them to do the right thing in some ways.
We'd like to say encouraging.
For the most part, people seem to be on board with the change.
If you know about it, it's great. If you don't know about it, it's going to be inconvenient, but yeah, it's headed in the right direction, I think.
You wouldn't buy a plastic bottle of water?
Even if it's offered to me, I come fully prepared.
The airport is following a 2014 ordinance banning the sale of plastic water bottles on city-owned property. Nationwide, Americans discard more than 30 million tons of plastic every year. Only about 8% of it gets recycled. Much of it ends up in landfills, where it can take up to 1,000 years to decompose, leaching toxins into our soil and water. But you'll still see plastic bottles at SFO. The ban does not apply to flavored drinks like soda and juice.
They want to do some good, and yet they don't tackle the whole problem.
Can't buy bottled water in a plastic bottle. You can buy a soda in a plastic bottle.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
Our hope is that the industry continues to expand. There's really not a lot of good alternatives yet for teas, juices, and sodas, but we're hoping that changes over time.
As of now, the policy only applies at the airport. It doesn't apply to the airlines that fly in and out of here. SFO says it's the first airport to ban plastic water bottles, but it hopes the idea takes off at other airports. Anthony?
Nicely
well
done,
done.
John, I have to admit, like that couple, I'm kind of puzzled why sodas and juices are getting a pass here and why water's being singled out. What's that about?
What the airport says is that there are already alternatives for water now, that we can get them in, water can be purchased here in aluminum containers like this, or even in boxes like this. The same alternatives don't apply to juices and sodas at this time. They're hoping the industry will move in that direction. And of course, lots of people now bring their own reusable bottles, and there's lots of places to fill them up here at the airport.
That's to start cupping your hands.
I know, it's really
Baby steps. I think it's good that they're starting somewhere. I think it'll be inconvenient in the beginning for us, but it sends such an important message, and it really is. We really do have to do something.
When you go through that TSA line and you see all the bottles that get thrown, plastic bottles that get thrown.
Yeah, but this is going to be a continued cultural flashpoint. I mean, the Trump re-election campaign is selling plastic straws, which have been banned in some places, made hundreds of thousands of dollars. We could see a presidential tweet on this subject before the day is out.
Okay, all right.
You think so?
I think so, yeah.
All right, our thanks to John Blackstone.